Hello, everybody. Welcome to the West Gray Story Time. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today, we're going to start with a book called The Three Hens and a Peacock. And it's written by Lester Laminack, and we have permission from Scholastic to read it. It's kind of a funny little story. I'm just going to turn my camera on a little bit so you can see better. Things were quiet on Tucker's farm. The cows chewed their cud, the hens clucked and pecked, and they laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop to buy tomatoes or corn, perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened until. What do you think's in the box? Let's see. That peacock showed up. The cows and the hens and the old hound kept right on doing what they'd always done. But that peacock had never lived on a farm. He had no idea what to do. So he spread his fancy feathers and he set to shrieking. Eventually the peacock wandered down to the road, and when cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and he cried out in the loudest voice, "Of course folks stopped for a closer look." Peacocks are beautiful, aren't they? Day by day, more folks stopped to admire the peacock, and they all bought tomatoes and corn and eggs and milk. Business on Tucker's farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. "We do all the work around here. I'd like to see that peacock lay an egg." "Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs." "Well, that lazy peacock gets all the attention, while we do all the work." The peacock had heard every word. For days he moped about, moaning and growing. "I wish I could be more useful around here." "Hm!" clucked one hen. The others ruffled their feathers. The old hound stretched and slowly raised his head. "Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful, while you hens take the glamorous job down at the road?" That sounds like it might work. The three hens began clucking to one another. "What a wonderful plan! Yes, it's a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight, and nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows. We'll stop traffic for sure. Why, you girls know I can strut the stuff with the best of them." The peacock perked up. "Let's do it," he declared. "Tomorrow I'll stay here, sit on a nest, and cluck." "And we'll get all gussied up," said the hens. "We'll be so glamorous." At sunrise the next morning the hens strutted down to the road. The peacock marched right into the hen house, and he poked his head inside. The hens flocked by the road waiting for a car, and when they saw one approaching, they clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers. But every car whizzed right by. The peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled from left to right, trying to squeeze through the tiny henhouse door. His front half was in, but his back half was out. Down by the road those hens tried every chicken trick they knew. Still no cars stopped. Finally the peacock made it into the henhouse. He held his breath and pushed with all his might, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not lay a single egg. Not one. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. "What's that peacock doing in the henhouse?" asked Farmer Tucker. "Who knows?" said Mrs. Tucker. "What are those hens doing down by the road? Not one of them is up here laying eggs." "Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today," said Farmer Tucker. "We need that peacock down there stopping cars." When the peacock heard that, he smiled the biggest smile you ever seen. "I am helping," he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of the cramped hen house, and then he trotted off to find the hens. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. What a day! We couldn't stop one car. It's true. Why, most of them didn't even slow down. The peacock met the hens as they trudged up the road. "I can tell you I'm no good at laying eggs," he said. "I'm just not meant for it." One hen nodded. "I put on a stellar strut and even I couldn't stop a single car," he said. "I have to hand it to you, Fancy Feathers. Your job is harder than it looks." The other hens agreed, and the Peacock felt relieved. So the hens marched back to the hen house. The Peacock strutted his stuff down the road, and the old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. And things were quiet again on Tucker's farm. But oh, look at what do you think's coming now? Things might not be quiet very long. All right, let's do some singing. I've got some monkeys here today. Can you help me count? 1, 2, 3. That's right. 3 little monkeys swinging in a tree. Along came a crocodile as quiet as can be. First monkey said, "You can't catch me." Snap! Uh-oh, we had 3 and we took 1 away. How many are left? 2 little monkeys swinging in a tree. Along came a crocodile as quiet as can be. Second monkey said, "You can't catch me." Snap! Uh-oh, we had 2 and we took 1 away. How many are left? Just 1. 1 little monkey swinging in a tree. Along came a crocodile as quiet as can be. The last monkey said, "You can't catch me." Snap! Miss me, now you need to kiss me. Johnny pounds with 1 hammer, 1 hammer, 1 hammer. Johnny pounds with 1 hammer, then he pounds with 2. Johnny pounds with 2 hammers, 2 hammers, 2 hammers. Johnny pounds with 2 hammers, then he pounds with 3. Johnny pounds with 3 hammers, 3 hammers, 3 hammers. Johnny pounds with 3 hammers, then he pounds with 4. Johnny pounds with 4 hammers, 4 hammers, 4 hammers. Johnny pounds with 4 hammers, then he pounds with 5. Johnny pounds with 5 hammers, 5 hammers, 5 hammers. Johnny pounds with 5 hammers, then he goes to sleep. Shh, because he's so exhausted. All right, let's try our favorite one, the frog. Here we are. Went the little green frog one day. Went the little green frog. Went the little green frog one day. And we all went, ah. But we know frogs go la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. We all know frogs go la-di-da-di-da. They don't go, ah. Isn't that a silly one? All right, let's get our roly-polies out. Are you ready? Roly-poly, roly-poly, up, 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 up. Roly-poly, roly-poly, down, 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 down. Roly-poly, roly-poly, out, 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 out. Roly-poly, roly-poly, in, in, in. In, roly-poly, roly-poly, slow, 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 roly-poly, roly-poly, fast, 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 roly-poly, roly-poly, loud, 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 roly-poly, roly-poly. Shh, 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 shh. Good job. All right, let's do some more counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes next? 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1, 2, 3 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1. 2 green speckled frogs, glub, glub. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum! 1 jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 green speckled frog, glub, glub. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum! He jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there is no green speckled frogs, glub, glub. All right, let's read our next story. This one's called The Fabulous Friend Machine, and it's written by Nick Bland, and we have permission from Scholastics to read it. Popcorn was quite simply the finest chicken at Fiddlesticks Farms. She insisted on saying hello to every animal every morning. She used words like wonderful, fabulous, splendid, and fine, and brightened everyone's day. She was wonderfully kind and fabulously helpful. And she told the most splendid stories at milking time. Popcorn was so friendly she even won a prize for being the friendliest chicken at the farmyard fair 3 years in a row. And every year she gave her medal to someone who needed it more. Popcorn was quite simply the friendliest chicken at Fiddlestick Farm. But one morning, while Popcorn was visiting the horse, she was dazzled by the light in the corner. It was coming from a tiny little screen, and on the tiny screen was an even tinier envelope. Do you see it? There it is. Popcorn tapped the envelope and a word popped up. "Hello," it said. How wonderfully friendly, she thought. So she sent a message back. And then another message arrived. And then another. And another. And another. Do you see what it is? Splendid, she thought. It's a fabulous friend machine. Popcorn went to morning tea with her friends as usual, but she was so busy sending messages she didn't even look up to say hello. The cows found her no fun at all at milking time, and she almost got run over for crossing the road. The more messages Popcorn sent, the more she received, all day and all night. The next morning Popcorn decided she wanted to meet her fabulous new friends. She invited them all to a party and completely forgot to invite her old friends. She made a great big double fudge chocolate cake, and she waited. But when Popcorn's new friends arrived, they weren't fabulous at all. They were wolves. And they didn't want to eat double fudge chocolate cake. They wanted to eat chicken. Lucky for Popcorn, her fabulous old friends came up with a brilliant plan to save her, and they arrived just in time. Grrr, it says. The wolves ran back to the forest, and they took their friend machine with them. Popcorn thanked her friends, and the not-so-fabulous friend machine was never spoken of again at the Fiddlestick Farm. Well, almost never. Looks like they're telling a story. All right, let's do Sleeping Bunnies. Find a spot. See the little bunnies sleeping till it's nearly noon. Come and let us wake them with a merry tune. Oh, so still are they ill. Shh. Wake up soon. Hop, little bunnies, hopping, hopping, hop, little bunnies, hopping, hopping, hop, little bunnies, hop, and stop. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. See you soon.